Hey everybody. It looks like the thing that I wanted to have come out on After Hours today isn't, because YouTube is still like processing it. And so rather than not have content here, like I like to every single day at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, um, I'm gonna do a JoJo. A couple requests have been made since last time I did this. Also, shout out to twitter.com/JuliaKnobArt. Julia, Julia, Knob, Khob, Art, A-R-T. If you have a hard time with that last one, you got troubles. They did this art. I commissioned them for it. It looks beautiful. The turnaround time was like less than 24 hours, and it's wonderful. So thank you for that. If you're interested, go hit her up. Link is down in the description. Anyway, a couple requests as far as like how to change up this format. Mostly stuff like add a time code. Sure. Apparently on Netflix, it doesn't have the random Japanese text that I can't read. So there'll be a ding after that fades away. So that way people on Netflix can sync up. Because I basically would have to prefer either you or Crunchyroll, and I'm just going to stick with the format that I know. So I'm also going to lower the volume of the dings because apparently it was a little too loud. I apologize for that. If they're too low, let me know. There's also going to be one right when the title screen starts up and ends, and then right when the midpoint starts and ends. And that way you can get synced up regardless of what format, what one you're on. I am currently hovering over the play button for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Episode 3, Youth with Dio, and you should be too. So, with that out of the way, I'm going to count down for those of you on Crunchyroll, and then wait for the ding, and you're going to have to sync it up on Netflix. I apologize for that. The time code will start after that fades out, though, so that should help everyone, I think. Keep giving me feedback so I can get this right. Anyway. 3, 2, 1, go. Does anyone actually know what this says, by the way? Because it would be interesting to know, like, property of Crunchyroll or whatever. So currently his plan is to make JoJo a vampire. I mean, I know how this ends because I've seen, I've heard that Dio is a vampire. So I know how this is going to turn out, but, you know, minor spoilers, I guess. Aside from just being a massive tool, no one has really given me a reason on why Dio's like this. Like, he's just like that, I guess. There's really not much to say here at this intro, is there? The intro song is alright. It feels very like early 2000s, I guess. Like mid 2000s, maybe. It doesn't really strike me as like one of those songs you just listen to, like, you know, like occasionally if I'm in the mood, I'll listen to like Tank from the Seatbelts. They did that, right? I'm gonna be embarrassed if I'm wrong about that. The Cowboy Bebop song in either way. He's been a dick to you your entire life. Like a majority of it. At least the last 7 years. I guess that's not a majority. It's probably like a third. Also, JoJo's arm is fine. Oh my god, please do not fall for that. How did you fall for that? Oh, god, Dio, you asshole. No, you oh, you bitch. Thank you for having a brain cell. I'm some random dude this guy met on the freaking streets who was gonna mug him but opted not to. Yep. That's why he left me into his house. A guy who was gonna rob him into his fancy nice house. He potentially has made this situation worse. I know he hasn't because he's got main character syndrome and he's fine. What the fuck? Oh. I wanted to see you own my other son. He should be arrested because he tried to murder you. Oh, I thought those were piercings. Those are moles. Excuse me? Speedwagon be like, dude. Okay, thank you. How did you hurt your arm? That's suspicious. How is your arm not hurt, JoJo? He's got badass anime character syndrome. Very short series when the main character just gets straight up stabbed. Oh, okay, never mind then. That's gotta hurt like a bitch, though. Oh, good job, everyone. We fucked that one up. Even Speedwagon's like, what the fuck? Like, he's seen some shit. You know it. Like, all of these other people are, like, rich assholes or, like, policemen. But Speedwagon's seen some shit. And that was fucking weird even for his standards. The poison guy's fine with it. I don't know what the fuck he's been doing with his life. Poisoning people, apparently. I've seen people get shot before, and it usually is, yes. So wait, why did you offer to take care of his son if you knew that? Wait, what the fuck? I thought you were smart. Is your dad even dumber than you? But no, he wasn't trying to save your life. And then he absolutely didn't. No, being stabbed is pretty fatal. Those 2 frames right there is the entire series, isn't it? Because had this not happened, had he just gone somewhere else, had he not given the ring to the guy, this is all your fault, dumbass. Dio, you're to blame too, but you're just like that. I guess the dad's just like that too, being stupid. It runs in the family, it seems. Being stabbed is bad. And that's where he ends his sentence. Oh, yep. He's fine. They'll buff out. So, does being a vampire make him do the pose, or is that just him? I guess that's just him. He was doing it beforehand. Well, I'm gonna try and punch him now, even though I couldn't beat him when he wasn't a vampire, and he just kicked a dude's head straight off. Again, head wounds are generally not fatal in this universe. He'll be fine. Tasty. I think at this point you run. Is he flying? What is that? What? I'm gonna vote vampire. To be fair, basic things in life also confuse JoJo. I mean, like, this is legitimately something that's confusing if you had to deal with it, but, you know. JoJo would be confused if you shot him and he actually fell over dead. Did you grab the sword end? Did you grab the sword end of a sword? Oh, okay, it's a spear. I thought he grabbed the sword end of a sword. I expect that from him. See, he's fine. He's polite about it. That's not how you use spears! It's a spear! You stab people with it! Oh my god. You don't even fight right. Just turn it straight up. After JoJo, like, did the hat thing, I would just be like, y'all rich people are fucking crazy, I'm out. Fucking bail, Speedwagon. Just get out of there. I feel for him. He makes the most sense out of anyone in this universe so far. Like, his reactions are completely legitimate. Like, he seems like he has a brain cell or two. Like, I get that JoJo's dad was supposed to be honorable or whatever, and, like, cool, great, but, like, no, you just acted like a dumbass. It's all your fault. It's literally JoJo's dad's fault. Followed by Dio's. Dio's second place for it being his fault. It's gonna be a dead body instead. Literally what? Where the fuck did you get that? It's one of those situations where it's not. Should you leave it in if you have a spear embedded into your shoulder? Okay, apparently the option is just take it out. He's fine now. There's no. Are you a vampire too? Why aren't you bleeding? That was your stabbed arm. Oh, there, it's back now. You're on the floor with it! He got shot and stabbed and on fire. I don't know what else you do to him at this point. Punching him real good's probably not gonna work. Dio's adapted to having a vampire body very quickly. Strutting down the catwalk. I'm gonna fight him on the roof, because that'd be cooler. What the fuck? He realized he was a total tool the entire time. His youth was very short. He's been an asshole to you. Thank you for finally realizing that. Jesus Christ. It took literally your house on fire, dad's dead, and he's a vampire for you to realize that Dio's an asshole. Fucking hell, dude. How do you think that, like, body slamming him off the roof is gonna, like, fare? Get back, Jojo. This is what happens to Santa when you don't turn off the fire. Again, Santa is a vampire. I'm not going to explain this. It's just a fact. That is conveniently everywhere it needs to be. As one does. Nope. He's a vampire. He'll be fine. Where did you hide that this whole time? Vampire, my dude. He's having a good time. You can tell. Like a kid at a playground. Again, vampire. The one shitty part about being immortal is if you get stuck under something, you'll be stuck under there until someone unburies you. And the chances of getting stuck under something, I've explained this before on stream, but I'm going to explain it again. The chance of getting stuck under something that you can't get out from under is pretty low in any given lifetime. But if you're immortal, you're going to get stuck under something at some point. Convenient placement. Which part? The vampire part, or like all of it? Like what? But yeah, the longer you live, the more likely you are to get stuck under something that you can't get out from under, or like get impaled in a position where you can't get out of. Yeah, I'd be friends with that guy after that point. I'd be like, you're a fucking mad lad. That's the kind of thing you talk about like later on or like over drinks. Like, man, me and this guy the first time we met, crazy fucking story. Involves vampires and like stabbing. Absolute mad lad here. Anyway, that was JoJo episode 3. If you're continuing to watch this and you continue to like this, let me know. This show is like it's dumb to the point where it's like watchable. I see why people like it. It's like it I wonder if people watch this. I guess people watch it for the seriousness, but it's so. All of this could have been avoided had anyone in the Joestar family been born with a brain. Like, I hear that they get smarter later on, but as it stands right now, this seems slightly unlikely. Like, I'm not entirely sure how you have children when you're this dumb. Like, fall through into a fire dumb. And he's fine, because he's a fucking vampire. Let's not forget, he's a fucking vampire. Oh, okay. Wasn't that outside? How did it get inside? What? None of that made sense. Alright, well, that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed this. Hopefully I get this uploaded and all that before 1 o'clock rolls around. But I apologize if it's a few minutes late. Anyway, I'll see you for the next one. Bye.